Kenobi just dropped its second trailer, and even though it wasn't a long trailer, there are quite a few cool details to talk about, so let's get this breakdown started. At the beginning of the trailer, we get a piano rendition of the Duel of the Fates. Whereas the first trailer had a full operatic version, we get a much more low-key version that invites a more sinister tone in the second one. Then Kenobi says,
"Stay hidden, or we will not survive."
Kenobi is obviously referring to the arrival of the Inquisitors, who are constantly on the hunt for Jedi, but the question here is, who is Kenobi talking to? We don't have any official answers, but it's possible that Kenobi is talking to Owen Lars, who does also appear in the trailer, probably asking them to stay hidden as the Inquisitors will be arriving soon. Another possibility is that Kenobi is talking to Kumail Nanjiani's character, but more on that later. We then hear a mysterious voice.
"You still want Kenobi? He's gone."
We're not really sure as to who this voice belongs to, but there is a possibility that it belongs to the Grand Inquisitor. But if that is the case, then his voice really doesn't sound anything like the original. Another possibility is the fifth brother, but it really just doesn't sound the same. Or hey, maybe it's an entirely new character that we have yet to learn about. Next, we see some serious tension between Owen Lars and Kenobi.
"Leave us alone.
When the time comes, he must be trained.
Like you trained his father?"
The conflict or tension between Owen and Obi-Wan is something that has been explored quite extensively in the books and comics and hinted at in A New Hope. In the comics, it's actually revealed that Owen deeply resents Kenobi for failing Anakin, believing that Kenobi is the cause for all of their family's troubles, and so to prevent Luke from experiencing the same fate as his father, Owen believes that the solution would be to try and stay away from Kenobi as far as possible. And through Kenobi's time on Tatooine, it's a dynamic that is often repeated, with Owen being rather antagonistic to Obi-Wan's interventions or influences on a young Luke Skywalker. We then get a shot of Kenobi on screen with a couple of words in Arbish, and the Arbish translates to "Wanted Obi-Wan Kenobi, Offense, High Treason, Bounty upon Capture," really just reflecting Kenobi's new role as a fugitive on the run from the Empire. Kenobi goes toe-to-toe with two assailants, and one of them is a Zabrak, the very same species as Darth Maul, a warrior race from the planet Dathomir. Both these assailants are likely to be one of the many bounty hunters and other lowlifes who are after the bounty on the Jedi Master. The trailer also gives us our first look at live-action Purge troopers, which you can see here in the background. Purge troopers were essentially Imperial soldiers under the authority of the Inquisitorius and aided the Inquisitors in the hunt for Jedi. Essentially trained as expendable death squads, Purge troopers tended to be the last few remaining clones from the Clone Wars era, and they have been seen numerous times in the comics as well as the game Jedi Fallen Order, so it's pretty cool to see their live-action version so faithful to the other canon text. We also get to see a mysterious bounty hunter. This particular bounty hunter is likely to be 4-LOM. 4-LOM first appeared in Empire Strikes Back as one of the many bounty hunters hired by Vader to hunt down the Millennium Falcon. 4-LOM, who is a protocol droid with insect-like features, only became a bounty hunter after he was able to override his original programming. 4-LOM's partner in crime is Zuckuss, who also made an appearance in Empire, so it's likely that Zuckuss will also appear in the Kenobi show as well. Throughout the trailer, we see plenty of times in which Kenobi uses a blaster, something which he has previously described as
So uncivilized.
The reason we see Kenobi use blasters and hand-to-hand combat so often is simply because he is trying to stay under the radar by not using his lightsaber. By not using his lightsaber, Kenobi is attempting to prevent attracting any unwanted attention as a Jedi in hiding. We also get a first look at Kumail Nanjiani's character. Officially, we have no information, but looking at his outfit and his terrified face, there is a good chance that Kumail might be portraying another Jedi in hiding, much like Kenobi himself. This would explain why he is wearing robes with a very similar color scheme to that of traditional Jedi robes. But there are a lot of questions to be asked here. If Kumail is playing another Jedi in hiding, why is he still wearing the same Jedi robes that might bring him unwanted unwanted attention. Most Jedi, such as Obi-Wan himself, by this point in time, have dropped the traditional Jedi robes for a much more inconspicuous form of clothing. So why has Kumail's character kept his? Well, it just might be the case that this character is a Jedi imposter, luring Jedis into a trap by pretending to be one of their own. Well, that's just my little theory on it anyways. Then finally, we get the big man himself. And while there is not much to break down here, it really is just cool as hell, and Kenobi's reaction to Vader's breathing honestly hypes this show to a whole nother level. So that was my breakdown of trailer 2 of the Kenobi show. That's all for this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. I am the Lost Acolyte,
and I have spoken.